Another group of geniuses that spread Islam to the Malay world were what we call as the political genius. And here we are really talking about the Malays themselves, whom as kings, advisors and administrators accepted Islam and saw it as important for them to spread Islam in the region. The political genius, upon accepting Islam, saw that Islam gave them enhanced power and rule in the world, and hopefully also in the hereafter. Many of these kings basically changed their name to reflect the names of great Muslims in the past. So you have people such as Sultan Mahmud Shah, Sultan Iskandar Shah. All of these people basically took names from Arabic kings and indigenized it to their own self. And with these names, it becomes a source of motivation for them to spread Islam in the region. And this is how Islam spread through the force of the sultanates in the past. What these political purveyors did was basically to send out missionaries to other parts of Southeast Asia. The Muslim kingdom that was in Cambodia, the Cham kingdom, basically grew partly because of the work of the Malaccan and later Achenese kingdoms. And not only did they spread Islam through sending missionaries, many of these kingdoms also invaded other kingdoms that are not only non-Muslims but also Muslim kingdoms themselves. It was a competition for not only power but for who could spread Islam faster in the Malay world. The biggest powers then were, in the beginning, Aceh. Aceh was the first Islamic kingdom that spread Islam to the Malay world and influenced the Malay language. And then came Malacca, that for more than 100 years dominated not only islands of East Asia but all the way until the mainland. Then came the Bruneian kingdom, and then the Johor kingdom. Last but not least, the Patani kingdom that was ruled by women and became a prominent kingdom that spread Islam to the region. With the rise of all of these kingdoms, the Hindu and Buddhist kingdoms that were there in the past declined. The Srivijaya and the Majapahit kingdom in the end accepted Islam. Islam spread rapidly with the end of these kingdoms. What many of these sultans and rajas and administrators did was to establish more mosques and educational institutions in many parts of Southeast Asia to ensure that the Muslims had enough knowledge of Islam. And therein, Islam grew rapidly. From the 13th to 14th century, Islam, because of the work of these kings, these political geniuses and other geniuses as well, was only in islands of East Asia. By the 16th to the 17th century, it had already dominated almost the whole of Southeast Asia. The only place that Islam did not grow rapidly was in many parts of mainland Southeast Asia. And the reason is because the Buddhist kingdoms in Cambodia, in Thailand, in parts of Vietnam and others were too strong for these political geniuses to dominate. But Islam became the majority religion in the Malay world, or what we know today as island Southeast Asia.